Hey everyone, so I wanted to touch upon something new that I've done since the last video. You guys heard that I went ahead and did a Facebook page, which is facebook.com/theunlikelyprepper. If you go to facebook.com/unlikelyprepper, skip the, you can go ahead and friend request me there. I made a full account out of it. I was tired of the limitations that only having a page did with it, so you can go ahead and like me right on there, and while you're at it, go ahead and friend request me. I've got, I think, like 70 likes on the page, and I've got 700 friends, so if you're going to take the time to friend me, just like the page while you're at it. There's more that I can do on the page, and really, Facebook limits you at 5,000 friends, so once I have 5,000 friends, you're out of luck. Unless I delete somebody, you're not getting in there. Whereas, if you like the page, no matter how many likers I have, I can contact you. So, and I also want to let everybody know, for all New England preppers that are out there, I have started a group on there as well. It's New England Preparedness Group. I skipped that prepper word. It gets thrown around a lot, so I skipped it. Go ahead, I will put the link below. Go ahead and like that page. If you live in New England, I'm going to try to start setting up events, meetups, and I mean all scales of large and small, so we can try doing a camping event. Maybe it'll probably have to be a while in the future, seeing as it will take me a while to plan that, but even as simple as just a meet and greet at a little coffee place, Dunkin' Donuts, down with Starbucks. Do a Dunkin' Donuts meet, hang out, get to know some preppers around you, and get to know some people who they share similar interests, similar views. Hang out, learn something from them, and then possibly be able to set up something on your own. Where if you decide that you want to do a one-on-one with somebody, you can be friends with them from then on. I'm gonna host one in southern Massachusetts, but all you have to do is ask me, and if you're really interested in setting up an event in Maine or New Hampshire, and you want to be an admin for the page, let me know, and I'll go ahead and I'll set that up for you, and you can have an event wherever you want. This isn't for me to hand out information per se, though it is a way for me to hand out information. This is a way for people who are in the area. If you hear squeaking, it's Gizmo Wonder Me. She's playing with her little squeaky toy. It's a way for everyone in the area to get to know everyone else. I mean, I've come across a lot of people that are amazingly good in the prepping community, but unfortunately they're in the South, they're in the Midwest, they're out on the West Coast. There's not as many of us on the East Coast, and certainly limited even more in New England. So I figured setting up a central location for all of us to get to talk and know each other, and find a common ground that we can all plan out a way to visit each other is necessary for us. So all the links for all of those, I'll go ahead and I'll put, even the Facebook ones, I'll put those below. Check out the New England Preparedness Group. You don't have to be from New England to like it if you just want to have updates on it. And if you're just outside New England, like Pennsylvania, New York, like lower New York and all that. New York is kind of technically right around us. You're welcome to them. I would never limit somebody. If you're willing to make the drive, or you want to fly out or whatever, and you want to come to something, you're more than welcome to. I'd never stop you. So check out those things, like those pages, and there is more on the way. And for anybody who hasn't checked out one of the other videos, I do still pin on Pinterest. I pin daily. I've got probably like 800 and something pins on there, so you can find out everything from gardening tips to medicinal and medical information, stuff as simple as ways to create energy, and Mickey Mouse things that might be broken, and even some recipes and things like that. Like, I mean, some of them are, I've tried to keep out, like, just your ooh, looks good recipes, and gone more for things that are created very simply and in a way, you know, like over a fire, things like that. Like I've tried to find a lot of recipes that are good for Dutch ovens. Give me the toy. Go. Okay. Sorry about that. So, and one of my pins on there, do you know how to get a Dutch oven to the exact temperature needed for your recipe? It has it on Pinterest. It's all about how many coals you put on the top of the lid and underneath it controls the temperature. And they will tell you literally how many coals on top, how many coals on bottom to get to very specific temperatures. Very handy thing. So if you don't have Pinterest, borrow your wife's or make your own and go ahead and check it out and learn something. That's what Pinterest is about, learning. So, plenty of things to learn on there, and while you're at it, if you don't have one, make one. If you don't have a prepper book, your own prepper book, not like a book, get a binder, get some page protectors. Everything that you find out that you really want to be able to store that information without having a handy-dandy laptop at your service, go ahead and print that out, put it in the book, or handwrite it out, put it in the book, and, you know, when you're on your own and there's no electricity, you still have a way to be able to get all that information, because it's of no use to you if you go ahead and you pin it and then you don't have it. Yes, Gizmo, you have to let go of it for me to throw it. It's no use if it's sitting on the computer with the electricity thing that you don't have anymore, you know. So I went ahead and I had a like 2.5-inch binder laying around from back when I was in high school, and I had a bunch of page protectors, and I either handwrite it if I'm low on ink or whatever, or if it's short enough. If it's longer information, sometimes I'll go ahead and I'll print it out. What I like to do is, if you have written only directions and it doesn't require a bunch of pictures and everything else, copy and paste it all onto, you know, like WordPad or Microsoft Word or whatever you use, and just go ahead and put them all together. Just do like a little dotted line between them to let you know, and do like a little headline reminding you what that is, and scrunch them all together real tight. Print them all out. So yeah, you're doing 8 pages, but rather than doing each one and having a bunch of space at the bottom that's blank, you're conserving. And you can just go ahead and put it as like a miscellaneous section. You know, do little tabs on it or whatever on the side reminding you what it is, or make an index reminding you where it is, and, you know, have fun with it. Don't think that there's like a set way to do things. Whatever works for you. You know, if a binder doesn't, if a folder works better, if you do a folder. But keep all that stuff. Don't just put it on the internet in the hopes that the internet's always going to be there for you, because isn't that kind of what we're all about here? If you hear something great on YouTube, jot down what they said, throw it in your book. You know, have your own little prepper binder going of everything that you wanna keep. All right, that's my tips. That's my information. Links are below. Check it all out. And my dog wants to bug me again. Bye.